Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're starting a new series on the channel. Whilst we wait for Warhammer 3 news, we might as well have a little fun. And well, there's a lot of Warhammer games that have been released. Some of them are quite good, some of them are quite bad, and some of them make you question what the hell Warhammer really is. Which has been the inspiration of this series. I play this so you don't have to. Because why shouldn't I torture myself for your own amusement? And for our first game we have Warhammer Doomwheel, a Skaven-based mobile game which was released around 3 years ago and has since been discontinued. If you want to play it now, you'll need an APK, and I figured this will be a good one to start with as it's Skaven-based, and you know you guys love your Skaven, and it's mobile, so this should be fairly interesting. How about we just jump right in and check it out? So it's one of those games where you can buy upgrades for your vehicle as you do missions, and yeah, this time your vehicle's a Doomwheel, because why not? And you can name your character, which I'm named Biscuit because I'm an adorable little warlock engineer, with the ability to somehow upgrade a Doomwheel to be able to jump. Yeah, I wish I was kidding, but hey, I mean a jumping Doomwheel, who doesn't want that? Claw is also the character here, which seems to be your chieftain, and yeah, I don't know, my poor boy Ikit. Apparently our Doomwheel has a warp fire thrower, I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. We can already just jump into our first ever game, so let's just check this out, shall we? So we're already jumping into what I assume to be the campaign map, and yeah, I mean it looks pretty interesting. A bit weird though, because you can see an Altdorf there next to Help It, but okay. Right next to Crookback Mountain and Foul Peak. Who designed this map? I'm very confused. The geography seems really off. No, it doesn't seem it, it's very off. Why is Ikit in under Altdorf? And why is Fogrim in control of Crookback Mountain? I'm very confused. I'm assuming that this is the tutorial because you can't really move around too much. There's a bit of a warpstone icon there, so I'm assuming that's our main currency. It's a bit of a weird thing, but hey, the art style is something. But let's not waste any more time, it's time to go. Yeah, that hurt me as much as you think it did. The game itself doesn't take too long to load considering it's an APK, and here is where we find out what type of game this really is. It's one of those distance moving games as a Skaven Doomwheel. I mean, that's not too bad, it's kind of thematic. The art style itself isn't bad at all. It's kind of funny that you just basically have to go around and double jump and so on with a Doomwheel because, yeah, it seems a bit weird. But then again, I mean, it's one of those games where you just kind of idle play. Well, with the jumping mechanics and so on. It's nothing too special, but it's kind of interesting at the very least. I must admit that I had the reaction time of a drunk baboon, so yeah, this does not go very well for me. And it seems that your health points is linked to your rats in the wheel. So yeah, I mean, interesting. It's not a bad concept. I mean, I managed to get to 1,000 meters, and it seems that weekly there's still a leaderboard, so I'm assuming people still play. Though I've had no access to this game, so I'm assuming that it's still discontinued. Or at least that's what it was when I went onto the Google store, though I live in Gibraltar, so everything's a bit weird. Though I'm still wondering how someone managed to get to 29,000 meters from one mission. Would you not get bored eventually, or do you just get upgrades to carry on? It's a bit insane, isn't it? Well, the game itself has a story, which is more than can be said for a lot of Warhammer games in all honesty, but it's still a bit out there. I mean, Claw wants to make the perfect Doomwheel, then he's taking credit for our work, which actually is very Skaven-y, and then we are starting our own clan and trying to show off Ikit. Okay. So your boy's going solo. Well, why not? Why not? I mean, how many Skaven do you know that have been able to successfully go against Claw? It doesn't really tend to end well for them. Though, yeah, I mean, I'm incompetent. I could do it. So we've got a little section called Things where it's trying to push us to, and it seems to be everything that we'll eventually fight. Skaven, dwarf things, green things, dead things, and big things. Everything kinda has its own stylized art, though for some reason, what I assume to be Grease's Goldtooth is going for some ogre pimp daddy Santa Claus look. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Grimgore looks like he's eating a lot of cheese, and well, everyone else looks okay, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty much just telling you what you're fighting against and what you need to run over to get more points. So yeah, pretty stylized, pretty simple, why not? Alright, we're going to jump into another game, and here's where we find the big picture. So, apparently, Warpstone itself is what you use to unlock locations, which seems to be the main way that you progress throughout the whole game. As long as it's easy enough to get this Warpstone, then that shouldn't really be too much of a problem. So yeah, let's just unlock it. I'm assuming that we'll have to do a number of missions to take control of the area, as that kind of makes sense. But at this point, my main question is, why is Fulgrim making that stupid pouty face from TikTok? And why is he holding the Infinity Gauntlet? Well, two of them. I'm very, very confused. And here we go, same as before. We'll start off moving and just having to plow our way through dwarfs this time. The great thing, however, and I will actually give this a genuine compliment, that is when you start going into different locations, you will get a different art style. So yeah, before we were dealing with Skaven, so it just looks like that. Now we're in a Dwarven Karak, so everything looks like a Dwarven Karak. I mean, it's not great. It's a bit kind of like way too cartoony. Then again, yeah, you know, this is a mobile game, so that's to be expected. But it's nice to get different visuals, even though the gameplay is going to be very repetitive as time progresses. And yeah, this didn't really last me too long, did it? Oh no, there's a buy button. Are you telling me that there's a paywall for content for a mobile game? Oh my god! Why? Seriously, why? These games are really repetitive. It's not like you're getting much out of it. It makes no sense for this type of format. Especially locking the Ogre Kingdoms, okay, and the Tomb Kings. Both of which were shown in the Things section, so yeah. I mean, the Things section leads you to think that, well, you know, this is going to be part of the base game, but no, you have to buy the Tomb Kings and the Ogre Kingdoms. I mean, you do get Clan Pestilence for free, whoop-de-doo. I mean, it's just another Skaven, but okay. And yeah, here it is. Warpstone! You need to buy Warpstone. Not too keen on that, because you seem to be able to acquire that with just the standard sense. So why would you want to buy Warpstone? This would be a decent game if they just put like some ads on it and not have a paywall. Because, you know, it's one of those games where you'll just play whilst you're waiting in the doctor's office or something like that. But to buy stuff so you can just skip content? Not too keen. Now, we've already been looking through around the world map itself, and it's absolutely bizarre. First off, you know, Ungrim Ironfist owns Hellpit for some reason, and he controls the Northern Wastes. Then if you go down south, there's just a few different things over there. I'm absolutely confused, because obviously then that means that then the Clan Pestilence thing is in Lustria. Everything is in one continent. Is this Warhammer Pangea? Yes, this is it. This is Warhammer Pangea. It has to be. Honestly, I've never been so confused in my life, and I don't think I want to be so confused anymore. The game itself isn't bad. Like I said, it's just one of those things that you'll just play when you're bored. Though, yeah, do not spend money on race packs when you're literally going to get the same gameplay. I mean, you're seeing now with the Clan Pestilence one, and that was for free. So I'm assuming that the Ogre Kingdoms one and the Tomb Kings one will be exactly the same. It's still something. It's something. Well, I don't know what to call this. I don't know what to give this. Do I just call this a Matt Ward out of 10 or something? Honest opinion, the game would be 100 times better if it wasn't monetized and it just had some sort of ads to generate some revenue, because I think that would probably be the best way to actually do so, rather than just spend money on practically nothing. But yeah, with all that being said, I played Warhammer Doomwheel, so you don't have to. I've lived up to my end of the bargain. I'm gonna go to sleep or cry or something. But I would appreciate if you liked the video, because yeah, please. And let me know what you guys think about different forms of content like this whilst we wait for the actual important news like Warhammer 3 or, you know, a colonoscopy. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games, where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.